is the chairman Ogun Youth Assembly. And of course, it was an interesting episode. But notwithstanding, it was a very short time that we had. This week, we are concluding with our topic, Youth and the Future of Nigeria. Barrister, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
So, it is our pleasure having you up there. Last week, we talked about the issue of representation in governance. We talked about how youth are able to drive innovation, are able to create enabling environment for economic development and all that. This time around, we want to look at the issue of mentorship. We are often seeing a development, a situation where the youth, so to say, are not ready for mentorship. They want to get there, to get to the peak, just at a go. What are you doing? What's your group doing to ensure that youth get the correct tutelage?
Thank you very much. Like we do advocate to our members and to everybody out there that it is important for us to learn from the elders. We can't do it alone. We have to have the spirit of learning, because learning, they say, is continuous. You have to learn. You have to have a mentor that you look at, just like you are looking at yourself at a mirror. How do I want to be in the next 5 years? Who is doing what I want to become? How can I learn from this person? And ordinarily, you don't even need to meet with the person before you learn from the person. By searching or making research on what the person is doing, you can leverage on their thoughts, their books, their writings, or their way of life. And you know that at our 8th grade, it's very, very easy for us to be swayed or moved by particular habits of some people. Everybody wants to be like this person, be like this person. We're now saying that there's no problem about being like somebody else. We're saying cultivate the good habits of those persons. Habits, their growth, culture, their development, wisdom on how they do things. Everybody wants to be the president of Nigeria. Everybody wants to be a governor. You should have mentors or models, those that are into that you like their style of politicking. Not those that will teach you to go and carry ballot boxes or ballot papers.
Connecting with good virtues.
Yes. You have to have, and you must be ready to serve your mentors. As a mentee, you must be ready to serve I say it again, you must be ready to serve your mentors. Because you cannot say this person is my mentor and you don't have a connection with that person. It's not your mentor. You are looking up to that person. So you must have a close relationship with your mentor. You must even ask your mentor questions. But ask them about their difficulties. That, sir, how do you get over this when this happened to you? From their own thoughts, you will learn. And you know, when you acquire wisdom of various persons, it makes your own.
As saying that governments are not listening. Within the local government, in the state, and at the national level, that they are not listening to their agitations, to their aspirations, and the like. So, how do you hope to correct this?
Yes, I want to say that yes, truly, at some various periods, we used to even advocate in our group that the government is not listening. And what do? Should we go down to the streets and start making protests? What are things that we can adopt as peaceful resolutions to make government hear about us? We came up with a solution.
Not violent demonstration.
We came up with a solution that rather than eating the streets, carrying placards, carrying this, we have practical solutions by engaging government.
Okay.
We have our social media accounts. Let us call government on social media.
Providing creative
solutions for them. When they start saying it, they don't say, these people are saying something, let's listen to them. When you are making a particular demand from government and it is consistent and you are providing solutions to it, ways that you think the government can do it better than what they are doing, I think that in that manner they would listen. And besides, who is the government? We are the government. We are the ones that are electing those in power to it. And this we have a responsibility. We should not support those that we know that will not listen when we are clamoring for change.
That's a tall one.
It boils down to us. We are a reflection of our leadership.
Okay.
We are the one. We are the one making the votes happen. It's the youth. For every 10 things that happen in the world, 7 youths are involved. So it means that we are the one driving the whole narrative. So we can make government listen to us. Government don't even have a choice. They have to listen to us. We are the one helping government to make the governance easy. It is true that we get feedbacks. What we are saying is that when you are making your mind known, you are venting, please do it respectfully, cautiously, and demand it with peace. You cannot destroy government property and expect government to listen to you. It's not done. No society will do that.
As your group giving education and enlightenment on this particular scenario, because the moment you see an issue erupting, what we see is arson, destruction of properties, burning of government properties, individual houses, businesses that have taken a long time to grow. So what do you think we need to do? How do we now correct this anomaly?
Thank you very much. I'm going to give you a practical example to this question. There was a time that the youth wanted to make a protest or stage a protest back some months back in this state. And what we do there was, the various youth leaders of various groups, we have to meet and say, no, we should not eat the streets. We as leaders at the forefront, let us meet. What are the problems that we are facing? Let's itemize them. And let us have delegation among us that will go and see the governor. And it happened. When we came into Okudero that day, the governor was not even expecting us. But when they told him that there are some youth leaders out there, they want to see, he gave us that listening here. We now saw from his own response things that are happening. You know, at times we do not have information. So we feel that government is not working. At times we want something to happen in the trick of an eye.
But when you also look at it from the other angle, is it not a lack of information dissemination?
Very well.
Part of government?
Yes, you're right, sir. You're very, very right. And when we came on board, we told them that, take for instance, we clamored for the seat of the Commissioner for Youth in Ogun State. I raised it to the governor. I raised it. Your Excellency, I think we need a commissioner for youth, because that person will be your image center.
And of course,
that person
is a quality representation.
Yes, we can liaise.
If we are talking about youth issues and you have somebody who is not in the midst of the youth, you won't get the correct interest and aspirations.
And the government give us a plan by telling us what they are doing. That is not they want to give us a hint. They have to create this. And we okay, no problem. And now when we have issues that are of concern, when I go back to the office, we do write open letters, make good tweets, go and assume that platform as a body, we make a communique, and we send to press. And we know that there is no government, there is no really listening to the press. So when we start mentioning issues upon issues, you will always find a solution to it. Look at our environment in Ogun State today. I think the working environment has changed a little bit. We have so many industries coming to Ogun State. Those are employed there. There are youth that have been employed there. We are creating, we are giving solutions to our problems gradually. And at the end of the day, I am very hopeful. I'm an optimistic Nigerian youth.
But the issue of special development goal, SDG, social development goal, is ending by 2030. How are we comparing?
How are you faring?
How are you faring?
I think to understand we are doing well. Because the champions of SDGs, they are youths. Okay. And like I say, for example, that when it comes to the environmental issues in Ogun State, I think it's being fair. Because I know a lot of youths that have taken it as a volunteerism process. For them to go to marketplaces, go to environment, clean the environment, and we are seeing them do it. And others are joining them. So I think when we have more advocacy on our environmental issues, we will achieve SDGs very well. 2030 is
by extension, how do you hope to correct the imbalance in the informal sector, side by side with the youth engagement?
Thank you very much. Now, this has to do with our educational system. I have said it time without number, that if you want the informal sector to get that fitting, it means that the formal sector must imbibe some culture of the informal sectors. Example is this.
Okay.
Many a times, we will say that education should be made free, basic, and compulsory. There are some sort of persons that will tell you that, I don't like school. I don't want to go to school. It's not if they're not brilliant or they're not good. Why can't we have more of our vocational centers, institutions that will operate like higher institutions?
That will enable them to express
their skills and teach them better and even make them speak good English with reasoning. We're always seeing a difference in our practical aspect, the formal and informal sectors. Look at those at university. You will not imagine that a graduate of mechanical engineering will still have a mechanical engineer helping him to operate his car, and you now wonder, you have 5 years in university, initial training, what were you learning?
No practical.
Nothing. And you still see a young boy that not even write, not speak good English, will be like fixing top cars, or persons that are mechanical engineers. It shows there is a problem somewhere.
Well, are you saying that the conversion of all these technical institutions, polytechnics, into universities of technology, are you saying that it's in order?
It is very, very in order.
Okay.
But now we should make it free, compulsory for everybody. Take for instance, if use of language is a problem many times.
Okay.
Now, take for instance, if your mechanical engineer speaks good English, to communicate with him very, very easy. To tell him very, very easy. Unlike someone that cannot communicate well. How do you even learn to communicate well when you do not go to school? So when you are doing your professional studies and everything, there will be bits of our formal education into it, and it makes us a better and a manufacturing nation. These are the ways we can provide practical solutions to our problems. Enough of all these theories. Enough. Not theories. You agree with me that even those in the formal sector, those that are growing, they hardly know most things about the profession they're even learning about. That's why most don't volunteer in offices of firms. Most do not go for internship to learn. We are spending our holidays in doing frivolities, and are going for internship, volunteering on courses to make you have experience and learn better. And enough of our big companies putting money into reality shows that do not even conform to common sense again. Why not create boot camp for students, promote or innovations and ideas that will drive the nation forward? Why not? It is time we start putting priorities right. They are the ones distracting the youth. Because if you are putting millions of dollars down for reality TV shows, why there's a young boy in Akwa Ibom or there's a young man in Ilugu or in Laru
look at
trying to make a machine.
The case of a young girl, 17-year-old lady, who just discovered who manufactured a gadget that will not use applications and they can do the work of AI and all those things.
So imagine you investing in such an idea. That platform itself will create more jobs for more youths and bring practical solutions.
Don't you see that as part of your responsibilities?
Yes.
In positioning the youth for good governance, for good inclusion in technological drive, and also entrenching them in management environments.
Yes, sir. You are very right about that. We take responsibility for that. But as we are doing that, we need an enabling environment. We need other people to listen. Try. We just create. I do not know.
Okay, maybe we want to talk about the barriers to youth inclusion.
Very well. There are barriers, and number one thing is that most of our elderly ones do not see reasons why they should involve youth in policy formations. They see the youth as a means to an end to get into political offices. They feel they haven't to offer. They know that they tell you are lazy because they know that all we worship is money. And if you look at it to an extent too, they're not lying. So we need to cultivate the good habits. We need to change our mindset and reorientate ourselves. Like the Bible says, the Omoluabi character. should be inherent in us. We should be change agents. If you are doing well, nobody will tell you you cannot pass to this. When you are seen to be doing the right thing, the right persons or the right people will be attracted.
Well, thank you so much for your narrations. There's an angle that I'm mostly concerned that I want the Youth Council to look into, and that's the area of this informal sector that I mentioned. We have various people. We have these Okada riders. We have, some groups that are not really showcasing good virtues and promoting or projecting the image of the society well. What is your group doing to create awareness, education, and enlightenment for those youths? You see obstructions and you see crises coming up every now and then in almost every environment.
All right,
what are you doing to change the narrative?
Now, I want us to know first that if you look at that sector, it has been polarized at the moment, because you see a lot of it from different ethnic background, ethnic groups in that sector. At times, you wonder how can we curtail these excesses. Look at the use of abuse of alcohol. It's prevalent in that sector, and it leads to a lot of damages, kidney problem, liver issues. Our groups do carry out social program, saying that if you do this, this will happen to you. If you engage in this, this will happen to you. And at times, I have mostly challenged those leadership that, look at, for the past 10 or 15 years, you keep driving the same motorbike and everything. Are you not even thinking of creating another system of motorbiking, or are you not thinking, is this just about, is this what we want to do to the end of time? Or you wait for somebody, one small boy in China to develop another one and they bring it for you to start using? These are where I say that there must be proper education, and vocational should come in to help us put solutions to our immediate problem.
Well, let's go to the contemporary environment. We all know that in any society there are bound to be virtues, vices, and but in the other times there has been a very proactive management of those vices. Well, we know there are tendencies. What are you doing to get the government to know that, look, for those people who have veered off the righteous path, there can be a roadmap for management, that there must be sanity in the society. Medically, we have seen cases, maybe we can mention some countries, Canada, UK, and whatever, or even Jamaica. They take some people out of the streets, manage them. What is your group doing?
Yes, we have been at the forefront of advocacy on things like this, and I can say for a fact that our government is already creating rehabilitation centers across the nation to manage youth with these excesses. And we know it is not a thing of pride for the sector, but things like that will always keep happening. And sir, with all due respect, I think most of all this starts from the home. Yeah. I think parents have a responsibility of giving their children the best form of formal and informal education. It's not all about going to school, the classroom. There's some basic morals that should be instilled in the young ones, because it is very, very important. Our children should not be easily swayed by what they see on the screen or by the bad example they see outside. So when we are for advocacy, orientation, good programs, that when you do this, these are things that should happen. And also our religion homes, the church and the mosques, they also have a duty of telling the youth to do the right thing. Repeated orientation and promotion of values and virtues. We should let them know that there is dignity in labor and there is dignity in decency.
Yeah, it is your image, your public relations program on TV, and your anchor is still Akin Okudero. I've been with Habeeb Whyte Esq, is the chairman Ogun Youth Council, and a multiple award winner, a man who is also at the federal level ensuring a good competition and consumer protection. I'm so glad to have you here. Let's quickly go into the issue of security and social nets. We have seen that economically, people are complaining with certain issues, policies, and that some say we are hungry. What do you think your group need to do to talk to government? Because you are very close to government, and we can see that a lot of positive steps are coming up through your engagement. And if we are visionary people like you in that place, I think it's also an opportunity to ensuring that security and social nets are provided. So what's your take on that?
Yes, for me, I don't want us to be blaming government. For me, the question is, are we as youths, are we ready? How many of us are interested in farming activities? Farming, crop production, cattle rearing, livestock, how many of us are involved? And that's why I keep saying that we are primarily consumers. We don't want to be the providers of these commodities. And it's a problem for us. Most of our youth are interested in real estate, things that will bring them easy money. So when they use, do you have a farm? You can grow these things and what should they do that?
And there can be food.
And the good one for good food. Is government really want to provide good food on your table? No, government can aid you when you say you are going to sort things out, bring good food to people's table.
Are they involved in small scale farming?
Yes, government will empower you, give you seedlings, give you fertilizers, help you do your farm and everything, make a very conducive for you.
Yeah, the issue,
when you are not doing it, how will government come to your aid?
The issue of provision of seedlings and the like, is it getting to the youths?
It's getting to the youths. These are involved in the agriculture sector. It's getting to them. Okay. Look at, I can tell you an example of our university here in Funab here. You see young ones having big farms, large farms. Yeah. You will see it. And with issues like that, they are the hope of our future.
I acknowledge,
yes.
I acknowledge the efforts of Funab.
Yes. Even, you see, after a session, they tell people to come and buy their honey, their seedlings, their vegetables, and it's so fresh and so nice. Yes. So this should be encouraged across all sectors, because food is life. It is.
But your group still need to do more, identifying some opportunities and then creating an enabling environment for those people, young ones, to be connected. Because if you do not do a lot of research to see where opportunity lies, education and information is vital. So probably you need to also grow more into the interest of engaging and providing positive and productive environment for the youth. Well, I want to thank you for being with us. It's been a wonderful thing. Your advice to government?
Yes, I just want to tell the government to please listen to the youth here. It is important. Government cannot do it alone. We have the responsibility of telling government what to do, and government should be responsible to do it for us.
What about the companies?
To the companies, I want to keep engaging our youth. You should please engage and employ more youth, please.
It's been a wonderful session with Barrister Habeeb Whyte Esq, a man of many parts, a person that has been with a lot of foresight, and we are happy engaging him. It's been a great session, and we want to say thank you to the barrister.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
We wish you well in your endeavors in life. Until next week, when we bring you another brand new topic, is Akin, your uncle. Stay blessed.